every time I put somebody on that number one spot, I lose them.
Matapos ang 14 na taong pagsasama ng mag-asawang Jerry at Arlene, isang bangungot ang magtatakda ng malagim na hinaharap. Laking pasasalamat ni Arlene nang siya'y magising. Masamang panaginip lamang ang lahat. Subalit, may pangamba pa rin si Arlene sa kalagayan ng asawa na nasa China.
I started texting his other number sa China. Wala ring sagot. So I was really, really worried. Sabi ko, Lord, paalam mo lang sa akin kung ano nangyayari sa husband ko. And then by 12:30, I got a phone call from China saying that my husband is in the ICU dahil may bleeding of the brain.
Dali-daling bumiyahe si Arlene sa China sa tulong ng mga kaibigan niya.
I could not even express to him how I feel. Yung takot ko, yung lungkot ko. And I would hold his hand, read the Bible to him, and I would normally read Psalm 91.
2 linggong nakapiling ni Arlene ang asawa. At maski nasa ganoong sitwasyon, ninais ni Arlene na iuwi siya at sa Pilipinas idiwang ang Pasko. Subalit,
On December 19, he had exactly the same look that I dreamt of. He couldn't say a word. He can only look at me. And by his eyes, he was telling me he was in deep pain. All I can do is look at him and say, God, help me. Nung kinetest yung eye movement niya, yung reflex niya, wala na. And that led to his death. And all I can say was just, Jesus be with Jerry. Jesus be with Jerry.
bagamat nag-iisang nasaksihan ang sinapit ng asawa, damang-dama ni Arlene kung papaano siya kinalong ng Diyos sa napakasakit na sitwasyon. Masasabing isa rito ang mabilisang pagsasaayos sa mga papeles upang maibalik sa bansa ang bangkay ni Jerry.
Makikita mo how God provides for His people and how He takes care of His children. Hindi mo pa sinasabi, alam niya na yung nasa puso mo.
Hindi naging madali kay Arlene, lalo na sa 4 nilang anak, ang trahedyang sinapit ng ama.
They were expecting to celebrate Christmas with him, and they didn't even had the chance to hug him and say, I love you, Dad. Nabuhay yung daddy nila.
Malaki ang naging epekto sa isipan at pag-uugali ni Arlene ang pagkamatay ni Jerry.
I almost lost my mind. I almost committed suicide by drinking sleeping pills na overdose ko sarili ko.
Hindi man lubos na maunawaan ni Arlene ang mga pangyayari. Naging daan iyon upang mapalapit siya sa Panginoon.
He wants to be your first. He wants to be your number one. So whether that yung sino yung nilagay mo dun sa number one spot na yun, mawawala yun. Pero if you put God first in your life and in everything that you do, hindi mawawala yung number 2, number 3, number 4. And He would continually bless you.
Dati 2 silang naghahanap buhay para sa kanilang pamilya. Ngayon ay nag-iisa na lamang siya. Gayunpaman, hindi nakaranas ng kakulangan ang pamilya. Sa halip ay patuloy pa rin si Arlene sa pagbibigay sa gawain ng Diyos. At dito naranasan ni Arlene ang mga pagpapalang mistulang hulog ng langit.
I prayed that God give me a house. Pero tignan mo what the Lord gave us. That's why I call this house His house. Never in my wildest dream that I will have a house like this.
Kabilang ang 700 Club sa sinusuportahan ni Arlene. Nagsimula iyon nang unang mapanood niya ang programa sa telebisyon. Agad siyang nagtiwalang magbigay.
Hindi mo na dapat i-justify why 700 Club because yan yung pinili ni Lord for
for me to be the receiver. And when I saw the reasons, my gosh, ang daming bumalik loob kay Lord, ang daming natulungan in times of disaster, calamities. It is really worth supporting because He knows what 700 Club is doing for him. Makikita mo yung biyaya na ibinibigay niya continuously. Ang blessing kasi hindi lang financial eh. You will have friends, you'll see the support of the people that you work with, clients, business, your family, your children. We are all in good health and eventually you are able to help na rin others. Doon mo makikita yung siksik liglig umaapaw.